Thanks for tuning back into United USA. Once again, another important issue I've been bringing attention to is the shortage of water at the Hoover Dam. It's not just a shortage of water, it's a shortage of power, and we're about to be impacted here on the West Coast, specifically here in Phoenix, Arizona.
A story that impacts all of us. Federal officials declared the first ever water shortage at Hoover Dam today.
That announcement kicks off a series of cuts in the water that Arizona will get from Lake Mead.
As part of our 12 News series, Scorched Earth, Team 12's William Pitts takes an in-depth look at what the water shortage means and how it can impact you.
Below the crest of that edifice there on the top of the dam.
It should be this high?
Oh yeah, that's how far we're down.
The water level at Hoover Dam hasn't been that high in 40 years. Decades of drought have dropped the lake level 158 feet, exposing the bathtub ring, the whitewashed section of rock that used to be underwater. A few more feet, and the Bureau of Reclamation will declare the first water shortage in the lake's history.
How close are we to a dangerous spot?
We're creeping down there. Where we're at now is of concern. I wouldn't say we're panicked yet. This is the lifeline of water for, Phoenix, for Tucson, for Los Angeles, San Diego.
The feds have declared a shortage, and Arizona will see a big cut in the amount of water it gets. Water's not measured in gallons at this level. It's in something called acre feet. That's the amount of water it takes to cover 1 acre of land at 1 foot deep. Realistically, it's about 325,853 gallons, and that's the amount of water an average family uses in 1 year. And Arizona will lose 500,000 acre feet of water.
We know it's getting tougher as this reservoir goes down and Lake Powell above us. It's certainly not good news.
We're still about 50 feet above the bottom of the canyon right now, which gives you an idea of how much water is in Lake Mead. That's the top of the dam right there. On the other side, it should be to the top, but it's still about 150 feet below where it should be. Think of water like money, and this lake is the bank. We're making withdrawals consistently every day, but the deposits are not predictable, so we've been overdrawn for years.
Not really just a bank, it's really multiple banks and throwing in the Federal Reserve. I do not think people understand how complicated it is.
The Arizona Department of Water Resources has known for years a shortage was coming. The states have drawn up agreements every few years to try and make it less painful. Cities and states can also bank their water, keep it in the lake for another year, and hope it will still be there. They can stick water in underground tanks and save it there. They can also give some away or even sell it to someone else. But Arizona is currently trying to buy.
The legislature gave me $10 million to potentially buy conserved water. It remains to be seen whether or not we can find water users who are willing to do that, given the fact that we're taking a 500,000 acre foot cut.
The shortage won't hit the average person, not yet. The taps will still run, the pools still full.
The majority of the folks living in the houses in the state of Arizona won't notice a thing.
It's the next level of shortage, and the next that could be even worse. But it's not just water. Everything's connected here. The lake provides water. Without it, cities in the Southwest couldn't survive. It also provides power. The dam is a hydroelectric power plant.
We phase up in the morning and in the evening when the power demand's the greatest on the western power grid.
There are turbines for the Nevada and the Arizona side, and if the water level drops 100 more feet, the dam can't produce power at all. The Southwest cut water usage in past years to try and offset the drought.
We had hoped that would buy us time, but things occurred more rapidly than we had hoped.
Until then, the Southwest is looking for water anywhere it can, even considering a pipeline to bring water from the Missouri River in Montana.
We're working with Mexico on a potential to desalinate water out of the Sea of Cortez. We're starting to work with the Metropolitan Water District of Southern California.
Many of those plans are moonshots and years, if not decades away. The only thing Arizona can do right now is save as much water as possible.
Yes, indeed. That is the point. Arizona needs to save as much water as possible, and that's why I want to fight and stand for water regulation in Arizona. We need to stop watering lawns, whatever we can do to cut back on unnecessary water use. That needs to happen. And right now with the Hoover Dam, it's not just about the water shortage, but it's also about the power shortage. Right now it's at 1,067 feet. If it falls below 950, it will lose power. And that means losing power for Vegas, Phoenix, Tucson, LA County, parts of San Diego. Yeah, a lot of places will be impacted by that loss of power. That's why there needs to be new regulation, water restrictions, and mandates. Knew water restrictions were coming for a while. Now in Phoenix, it's a reality.